Hello and welcome. Today we're working in managerial accounting, our full course, on the chapter called relevant costing. Now it could be called incremental costing or whatever, but here we're doing a special order problem. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeff. I teach a lot of accounting, a lot of finance. So please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started with the idea of relevant cost here. So it could be called incremental cost or differential cost or marginal. And what we're looking at is if we decide to choose one alternative or another, if we make a decision, then what costs change? So our total fixed costs are constant. That's our assumption. And our total variable costs change. Now, here's the problem. Sometimes the problem is set up and it looks like, hey, the next one's going to cost a certain amount, but if you cannot include fixed costs, so you have to be careful to know what's your variable cost, what's your fixed cost, what changes, what doesn't change. So there's three types of problems here in relevant costing. There's special order, what we're doing in this video. There's make or buy, which is the outsourcing decision, and then there's dropping a product line. So let's get started with our special order problem. So let's say Scotch Company has the following information, and then Bonnie Co. they want an offer to buy a large quantity at a special price. So that's what a special order is, a large quantity at a special price, a lower price. So here's what we know currently. The capacity in units is 8,000 and the current production is 6,000. So one of the things that has to happen in the special order, there has to be unused capacity. So unused capacity, we have 2,000, we could produce more. So that gives us an opportunity to do a special order. If we're selling, our capacity is 8,000 and we're selling 8,000, then we're not going to do a special order at a special price because we're selling all we can produce. But if we have some capacity that's unused, then we're willing to do a special order that we might not sell otherwise and sell at a special price. So right now we're selling our 6,000 items at $70 each. Now here is our manufacturing cost. Remember we have materials, labor, and overhead. Materials is variable. Labor, variable. Overhead has a variable component right here and has a fixed component here, so $72,600. And then Bonnie Co. comes along with a special order. They say, we'd like to buy 1,000 units, but we want a special price of $60. Okay, are we willing to do that? If we can make a profit, then yes, we're willing to do that. If we lose money, then no, we wouldn't want to do that. So let's answer some questions here. What is the current cost per unit? Well, what we have is we have our three variable costs. So let's figure out our three variable costs here. It's $21.40 plus $17.30 plus $14.10. So our variable costs are $52.80. What is our fixed overhead? What's the cost per unit? Well, we're going to take 72,600 divided by the production of 6,000. So what we have, that's $12.10. So what is our current cost per unit? Well, it's going to be $52.80 plus $12.10. Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem, the decision problem that we're likely to make if you're not careful. You think, hey, it cost me $52 and $12, it cost me $64.90. And then in your mind you think, well, that means the next one costs $64.90. That's not true. Fixed cost. What's the definition of fixed cost? Fixed cost is the total cost that stays the same regardless of the level of activity. So if you think the next one costs $64.90, then you're saying it's not really fixed cost, it's really a variable cost of $12 each. And that's not true. Because what happens is the next one only costs $52.80. In fact, let me think about what is the cost formula. Let's skip on down to number 5. What's our cost formula? If we're using y equals a plus bx. Y is our total cost, a is our fixed cost, b is our variable cost, and x is the number of units. So we could show this as a cost formula that says y equals 72,600 is how I should say it. 72,600 plus, and what's our variable component? 5280 plus 5280 X. So that means the next one, we already have $72,600 as our fixed cost. The next one only costs $52.80. So one of the things you have to understand, if we ask you the definition, what's a fixed cost? And you say, oh, it's a cost that stays the same. Boring. But here in a decision problem, you've got to understand, hey, that fixed cost does not change even if we change our level of activity. So here's what happens. Yes, it cost us here $64.90, but the next one doesn't cost $64.90. It only costs $52.80. Okay, let's keep going with the questions here. What is our current total profit or loss? Well, we're selling 6,000, and we're going to sell them at $70, but it's going to cost us $64.90 because that's what we've produced. It includes the variable and the fixed, right? That's the total. So our total profit or loss right now is $30,600. Okay. Now, here's the purpose of this problem is to say, should we accept this special order? Are we going to make a profit? Well, here's where you have to be kind of disciplined and say, I feel like I should use the $64.90 and you can't, because the next one only costs $52.80. So here's what a lot of people do. They say, well, it cost me $64.90. I can't sell it for $60. I'm going to have a loss. So a lot of times what they would do is they would say, I have a $4.90 loss times 1,000, so I can't accept it. And you don't really think deeply about it. But here's what happens. You're going to sell 1,000 units times, and then $60 minus, it only costs you $52.80 variable cost, the cost that changes. And so therefore, you're going to make a $7,200 profit on this special order of 1,000 because the next one only costs you $52.80. So should we accept? Yes, we should accept the special order because we make a positive $7,200 in profit. Now, this is confusing. You've got to work problems to understand how this works. So let me show you the proof of this, and this will be another way to think about it. What if we produce 6,000 units, and what if we have this special order of 1,000 units, and then our total is the 7,000. Now, what would our sales be if we sold 6,000 units times $70? So I'm just going to build this little spreadsheet, the income statement on the spreadsheet here, times, and our original selling price is $70. All right? So we have 420,000. Our variable costs are going to be 6,000 times the 5280. So we have our 420,000 minus the 316,800. We have a contribution margin of 103,200. Our fixed costs are given. The fixed MOH is given to be 72,600. So if we subtract this out, we would have 103 minus the 72, and we're going to have 30,600 is our profit. So we proved that that's our profit. Now, there's two ways to calculate this profit here. We can do it the per unit and kind of multiply it times the 6,000 units, or you can work with the dollar amounts on the income statement. So whichever way is easiest for you to understand and kind of work out. And the good thing about this is the fixed cost, you're not doing the per unit, so you're not likely to add to the fixed cost here. So here, the 1,000 units, let's say we have 1,000 units and we're selling them each for $60. This is the special order here. Well, what's our variable cost? Our variable cost is going to be 1,000 times the 5280. That's our variable cost per unit. So what we have is we have a contribution margin of 60 minus 52,800 is 7,200. Now, here's where it's helpful to look at the income statement. What's our increase in fixed cost? Well, fixed cost stays the same, so you have to say, hey, there's no increase in fixed costs. We have capacity to handle this. Our property tax is not going up. our rent on the building or our note on the building that we're paying a notes payable, none of that goes up. The fixed cost doesn't change. So therefore, what we have is 7,200 minus 0 is an increase of 7,200. So what happens is, if we just add all this together, 420 plus 60, what we're going to have is we're going to have extra profit by doing this special order. And so instead of having 30,600 of profit, we'll have 37,800 of profit. The special order, it looks like you'd have a loss, but in fact, because fixed cost does not change, our profit goes up. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.